All right, it is November 17th, 2021. It's 5 p.m. and it's time for the regularly scheduled Jim County Rec District Board meeting. I'm Joe Decker. I have Chris Allen next to me. Our first order of business is appoint a new board member to the Rec District.
Can I make a motion to appoint a new board member?
I'll step down from chair and second the motion. Any further discussion?
No.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. So Mia Saffron Larson, please come up. And I'll give you your oath. If you just raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Mia Saffron Larson, do solemnly swear or affirm
I, Mia Saffron Larson, do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the laws of this state.
that I will support the
Constitution of the United States.
Constitution of the United States and the rules of the state.
Laws of this state.
Laws of the state. Thank you.
That I will faithfully discharge all duties of the office of board member
That I will faithfully discharge all of the duties of the board member
of the Jim County Recreation District, Jim County, Idaho,
of the Jim County Recreation District, Jim County, Idaho,
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
All right, you are officially sworn in.
Now you get to take your seat.
Yay!
Oh, both of them. All right, welcome to the board, Mia. We're pleased to have you. Mia is replacing Wayne Rexford, the esteemed Wayne Rexford, and he is in attendance today, and I would like to thank him for his dedicated years of service to the Jim County Rec Board. Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here tonight. We'll miss you. Next order of business is to approve minutes from the October 20th Rec District meeting.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from October 20th.
Second?
Second.
Well,
Can she not second?
I
Because she wasn't
wouldn't,
here?
just because you weren't here to,
To be a
To
part
be there
of
to
them.
read the
yeah,
meeting.
so I
Okay.
wouldn't approve, so I would have those two do the minutes and the treasurer's report,
Okay.
because you weren't here to be involved in those.
Okay.
ones.
So I'll step down from chair again, second the motion. Any further discussion?
No further discussion.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
And motion approved to approve the minutes from the October 20th Rec District Board meeting. All right, next up is the reports, the treasurer, state, and pool report. It's on the back of our agenda here.
And so Joe, when you're going through it, if you want to remind people that.
Yep.
we'll forget.
So we have our state investment reserve account and our checking account, all in black, no negatives, no parentheses. And totally separate account, we have our our pool donation account, which currently has $42,017.17 in it. Next item of business is approval to pay the monthly bills for October in the amount of $20,663.01.
And I make a motion to approve the monthly bill.
I'll step down and second the motion. Any further discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved to pay the monthly bills for October in the amount of $20,663.01. Next item of business is director's report. Abra.
I was gonna say, it's been a little bit of a quiet month without basketball. I think just what's on here.
Okay, so nothing, anything from Scotty? Nothing with no basketball, probably.
Nope, volleyball, we only have a few spots left in 5th through 7th grade, so volleyball will be good. We'll start that in January.
All right, item number 6 on the agenda, unfinished business, the MOU with the county regarding the island. Any update on
So
that?
we haven't, I touched base with them, and since our last meeting and talked to the clerk, make sure everybody had the info, and we haven't gotten anything back.
But they did confirm receipt of the information.
We had sent changes to the new MOU with the county,
Mhm.
and so we're just waiting for their response
Okay.
back. So currently, we're not in an MOU.
Is there a deadline for?
It just depends, once we approve it, so these dates might look a little different than the October one, because you guys haven't approved one yet.
Yeah.
So we could have the option of, if we just want to send, basically kind of how we did last year when the new one wasn't ready, send an old one
Yeah,
and just continue out.
continue out was, okay.
But yeah, so hopefully they'll get back to us, at least with the rebuttal or.
And if they need us
something.
to meet with them, I mean, we could probably set up a meeting to meet with them, so let them know that. All right, next item is new business, and we have before us a paper with updated bills to pay online. And those bills to pay, so basically this board gives the rec district staff permission to pay the following bills through electronic fund transfers or automatic payments. Those bills to pay include Idaho Power, Intermountain Gas, Percy, Idaho State Tax Commission, City of Emmett, Idaho withholding payments, federal withholding payments, Aflac, U.S. Bank credit cards, TSYS credit card machine, CardPoint, Authorize.net, U.S. Bank customer service and analysis, Great American Financial Services, and Sparklight, formerly Cable One. I will entertain a motion
And so does
to,
anyone have any questions on what any of those? You guys will still see the invoices, still see the receipt that said, you guys will still initial, so you guys you'll still see them. It just a matter of saving stamps and
Okay.
checks.
When do we view those?
We have two of you come in twice a month, so you have checks to sign, which that's what today you'll fill out the paperwork to become a signer. And so at our board meeting, there's checks to review, and then and anytime. I mean, you could come in anytime, but then usually one other time during the month, two of you will come in and look at them.
Okay.
And then if you have any questions, Christine and I can answer.
Okay. And because I'm not a signer at this time, I probably would not be.
You can approve, as a board member, you can approve that we're allowed to pay those
Mhm.
online. And then so that is the motion I think that you can second.
yeah,
or
you can
make today.
second.
Mhm.
And then we got to get all this paperwork filled out so you can become a signer on the checks.
Sure, makes sense.
So I guess y'all entertain a motion to update the bills to be paid online,
I second it.
or you may just make the motion.
Oh, I make a motion to approve the bills being paid online.
So
Go ahead and second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
No.
And just so you guys are aware, this was brought up by, I believe, Ide Bailey. Just something to have a list of that we approve them to pay these bills online. Just so it makes the audit
Sure.
like, you know,
And so I think
Cleaner, uh-huh.
we've had these, and so now with the new board, it's kind of like you're
yeah, redoing it.
Yeah, which would be great. I was just wondering if there's a possibility that we can get the amounts.
Give the approximate amounts, monthly amounts, or
Uh-huh.
whatever. the
Yeah.
balance
And you'll
are.
see them. You
Right.
can see the balances that we pay when you start signing the checks. I mean, we could probably get you a rundown today after the meeting if we need to, but
yeah.
No, just in the future, I was saying it would be good. That would help the full circle if there was off to the right.
oh, the amounts
So now,
The
listed.
amounts
so
would
this is
be
the-
listed.
The people to pay,
Right.
but when you're signing your checks and everything, that will be in that stuff for you to sign.
Mhm.
But it's good to see
Correct.
the history of it, so if there's something that is out out of the norm, then you can say, oh, that's twice as much of
Yes.
normal.
Yeah, so we can send that financials.
And I think it'll be for like Intermountain Gas, that's going to vary. Idaho
Oh, sure,
Power is
of
probably going to
course.
vary, but Percy
Right.
and some of those should be pretty
Pretty standard.
standard and laid out
Mhm.
ahead of time, so we could have those numbers.
Yeah, it'd just be nice to have that information ahead of time.
So yeah, we can send the QuickBooks
Yeah,
kind of spreadsheet.
great.
Okay, motion second, and we had further discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Bye.
Aye. Motion passes. Next item is the building lease.
So I've never had to deal with this. In fact, probably in 30 years, the rec district has never had to deal with it. Our lease is coming up, and usually it just gets renewed, and we've paid the same amount for a million years and never had a problem. Now our building owner emailed me and said they want a proposal or what we're thinking for either lease term, lease amount, and it's very vague, because they have other people potentially interested in this building. And so I said, well, I have a board meeting. So I did send them back at least 2 years, and it all, just kind of a state of Idaho rule. Boards can't encumber debt for more than 1 year, which means even though we could have a 10-year lease, there's a caveat statement in there that says
Has to be
the board approved, same with the county. The board is allowed to get out of this lease basically anytime. And we've already had a lease with this company with that wording in it, so hopefully that shouldn't be an issue. Are you guys okay with the 2 years? I mean, in a perfect world, we'll be somewhere else in 2 years, but I wasn't quite sure. Like I said, we've never had this situation.
Have they asked for a rent increase?
They didn't say anything. I'm guessing that's what they are meaning,
Mhm.
but she wanted us, I don't know if she wanted us to tell them how much more we want to pay, which seems kind of silly.
So do you think they were looking for commitment or for?
And that's what I'm not, so I sent back 2 years and said, I hope the rent doesn't go up a whole lot because, we have things to pay for. And I haven't heard anything back. So I can reach out after the meeting, and that way I can say, okay, the board's met. And they want more specifics, or,
So it's
because
my,
as the renter, it seems weird to be the one to propose the
yeah,
lease.
well, correct. Do they realize that we are on a budget and on a limited?
I hope, I mean, like I said, we've had, is it 2 years or so? 2-3 years that we've been with this? I mean, so it's been a few years that we've been with them. So even our last lease, they didn't ask us this. They just went with the lease. And
It was
many
my
years in this
understanding that
building?
we were on a month to month. Is that correct?
well, kind of that, like I just said, with the, we put a lease out for however many years, but then it has that caveat. So technically, but I think, so part of it is their intention or our intention. Are we moving out tomorrow? Are we, so yeah, like I said, it was just kind of a vague email.
I might have to defer to Joe just because I'm not sure exactly what the plans are for the rec district moving forward.
Well, we don't have any place to go
Great.
currently, and it would take some time to find a new place to go. So, I mean, I say we propose a 2-year lease, 3-year lease, whatever.
Okay.
I think we can do, because they have to know, as a quasi-governmental organization, we can't encumber future, like you said, can't encumber debt on future boards. So we would propose a 2 or 3 year lease at the same price. And I don't know if right of first refusal is the correct term, but I mean, if they get a counter proposal from a different organization for a higher price, would we have the option to match that or
Right.
exceed it? You know, since we're the current tenant, hopefully we would have some bargaining power.
Well, and I do know, and I confirmed it with Cowboy Chop House, that they've actually approached the owner and want to buy this building to expand Cowboy Chop House. So I don't know if that's what they're referencing, that someone's interested in buying it, or if there's somebody else who's interested in renting it. I mean, I hope we wouldn't get kicked out for the next year or two, because it's not easy to transfer all of this just to anywhere. But so yeah, I think that's probably our best option. I mean,
Have you talked to the attorney about it?
you want me to ask?
Might be worthwhile
Okay.
to get some legal advice on her recommended or their recommended best path forward.
And maybe I'll send you guys, I'll forward you guys the emails, the
Yeah.
couple of emails, just so you kind of see how just vague and out of left field this is kind of big. And so I think right now we don't have to necessarily I put action item because I wasn't sure, because you're not actually signing a lease or any legal thing, so I don't think you need to vote.
No, I don't think so. But I'd
But
say we
put
move
that out
forward, check with our attorney and then move forward with the proposal.
Okay.
Because I think we want to show interest that we are interested in staying in this building.
And that's what okay. So I will do that, and then I'll forward you guys the email kind of conversation, and then just a quick reminder for Chris and Mia that when I forward you guys something, you might all be on, I just, put all of you in the thing, but don't reply all. Just reply to me. So that way you guys aren't, and that's kind of with the open meeting laws in Idaho. So just reply to me, don't reply to, and end up in a conversation with the three of you outside of a board meeting. But yeah, so that's just a little kind of.
Wayne Hoffman will come for us if we do that. All right. Next item is items from the board. Any items from the board? Chris? Mia?
No, I have nothing. Thank you.
Nothing. Okay, nothing for me. Public input?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, yesterday I was a board member. Today I'm just a public. And I'm thankful for Joe and for you two for stepping up and becoming part of this board. And my prayer and hope is that Godspeed and wisdom. Okay.
Thank you.
So it's okay for me to be out here, but it's great for you guys. Okay. So understand that. I'd also like to thank Abra and Kristen and Christine and Scotty and all the other people that are hired on here for their advice, their counsel. It was great, and they're good to listen to. So, Christine reminds me all the time of when I have a meeting, and I appreciate that very much. I also believe that the board is better than I found it and left it. Okay, I believe that. And you guys have new ideas, new thoughts. Joe knows the rules. If you don't know the rules, well, he can find them. And so I'm glad for that. So I just want you to keep up the work of the rec district. I think it's a good thing. I have a grandson and a great grandson who are participating, and that's worth a lot. It's tough to find a parking place on Saturday down at the island when your great grandkid is playing soccer. So, one activity at a time. Keep on keeping on. And it's been my pleasure for these last 8.5 years to be on this board. And I really don't have a whole lot of regrets about being on there. I think the only one I really have is that we didn't get a pool. But if we got a pool, I don't think we'd have people in it. I mean, that's the That's the way that cookie crumbled. So, no, I thought we did good with what we had.
Thank you.
And I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Wayne, I just want to harken back to what I said earlier. Thank you again for your years of service to the rec board. On behalf of the rec board, we wish you well.
Okay.
And I'm sure you're already retired, but your retirement from this
From this board.
time-consuming board
Yes,
position. So thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
yes.
You're welcome.
All right. Anybody else from the public? Well, with that, we'll send Wayne off on a swan song and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
You'll make. the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say motion. Yeah, motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. It's just.
Motion to
yes,
adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
That's it, so
We're out
moved.
of here.
Done.
Okay, see you guys later.
Yep.
All right.